Alrighty, hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna talk to you today about a book I've been reading these days, Steppenwolf, written by Hayes. And to put many words in short, I think it discovered the personalities within one specific individual, and it somehow portrayed a man who's like to divide his personalities in two parts, roughly speaking. The first part is somehow benevolent, is cultivated by the human society, by human civilization. So it's docile, polite, well educated, cultivated, you name it. But on the other hand, it also has a very savage part that is rebellious, cruel, brutal, impolite. So that's why it's called Steppenwolf. I think one of the morals that I got from this depiction of one's psychology is that there must be different parts of our personalities. Maybe the part that we want to display in front of the one that we are fond of, the part that's considerate. The submissive part is the one that we want to display with when we're dealing with our elders or our boss. The part that's so ambitious maybe is the part that's somehow commensurate with our desire to move forward in the world. So it could be multiple and numerous. The question is, one of the mistakes that we tend to make is that we want to deny the existence that's not so good about our personality, but nevertheless, it exists. So if we want to deny that, we're trying to deceive ourselves, but it's not useful as far as I'm concerned. And I think, to use a terrible cliche, when we are trying to be rational enough, it's like one side of a flip coin, but the other side is extreme madness. So each time you want to magnify one side without acknowledging the existence of the other, it means that it will like a buried monster awakening that will always trying to hunt you when the time is ready for him. So don't do that, and we have to integrate our shadow as a consequence. And if we don't do that, I think it could be manifested in the most egregious form. One of the most serious consequences of that, I would say, is the atrocities done by the Nazi Germany. If we are taking a brief look at human history, right? We would argue with perfect reasons, I would say, that Germany is a country with great humanistic tradition. They have many brilliant minds, Mozart, Beethoven, Hegel, Kant, you name it. But all this humanistic tradition, the acknowledgement of human values, mercy, sensitivity, art, didn't stop the existence of Nazi, which led to millions of people's deaths. So it's quite triggering for us to try to find out what in the hell does that happen. Well, I think one of the reasons for that is because they're trying to ignore the monstrous side of themselves. But one level deeper than that, maybe they use a false grand narrative to take precedence over individual narrative. We also need to know that we need grand narrative to unite people around. Otherwise, we don't have peace and stability. But if it is composed of nothing, of no genuine individual dialogue, conversation, thereby their formulation of existence by their personal narrative, is a hollow skeleton, and this skeleton will be misused by people who are malevolent. That's not a good thing. So I think the antidote to that, as far as I'm concerned, is trying our best to build our personal formulation of our stories, to tell the best stories as we see fit in our lives. And I think it means that we have to articulate our thoughts genuinely and properly to ourselves so that we can know ourselves much better, both the good side and the bad side. Then, in this manner, we can also know the people that we love much better. I think one of the lines that I love very much is that we are already in the space era. We can manage our way to the outer space, but it's very hard for us to know the cosmos of another human being. So go there and try it, man. Do something about the narrative of ourselves. Try to tell the best story and also know other people. It is somehow an individual pursuit, but in total, it could be a grand pursuit. And I think that's a noble pursuit. Thank you.